You're listening to iCannabisRadio.com.
This is going to kill me. Hi, welcome to the show.
Better not kill you.
Mwah.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and crazier for Halloween. Well, it is outrageous October. And it is almost Halloween.
I'm eating poop cake for Halloween.
So if you're curious what poop cake is, it's not when you eat cake and poop it out and eat it again. That would be disgusting. But when we now have our poop jokes in for the day.
For like the month.
Which, thank God, because I don't think that we've gotten too many in. We've avoided
low
a couple
poop
shows.
month.
It has.
Our poop quotient is in the negative.
Is low, so we're gonna have to bump that up for the last half of November.
Quota.
Right, we got to have 27 quality poop jokes every month. Otherwise,
It's our contract with our who is it with?
I don't know.
It's our contract.
It's just our contract. That's none of your business. Who it? What? Who?
He said Miss Charmin.
Oh, shit, yeah, there you go. They take care of all my paperwork.
If you were ready
Poop
for
joke?
One. A poop joke, if you were ready.
Oh.
Yeah, we like poop jokes.
If you'd like one, just a quick one.
We're 1 minute into the show. Like, we are doing great if we have a poop joke now.
Yeah.
Please.
Right. Well, if there was an animal called a yabba dabba, and you had one in your backyard, and you were going through your backyard to get to your car, be careful, because you may step in some yabba dabba doo.
Look, that's safe enough to tell Gavin.
And it's a poop
Unless
joke.
he has not seen the Flintstones, and he's just going to look at you going, I don't get it, Mom.
I don't get that one.
But as long as he's seen the Flintstones, he'd be like, Mom, that's gross.
Here's the thing about that joke.
Uh-oh.
I wish I said it. High five to the yabba dabba doo.
Oh, that was a good one.
We don't use poop euphemisms enough. Like instead of calling it poop, calling it doo.
Yeah, but doo-doo sounds... I mean, you got to use them all in the appropriate context. You know, you can't say, we're going to talk some doo-doo jokes and some other weird shit later. Because it just doesn't come out right, you know? But you say, we're going to talk about poop later.
Was
You know,
that a
people,
pun?
It's
When
right.
people tune in.
No shit intended. No shit later.
So, my son's birthday is next week.
And he's going to... Is he already... Is he...
Speaking of shit, there's always shit in the hallway.
Like,
He'll be
Boone
10,
saves
right?
He'll be
it.
10.
He saves it for when he gets here.
He does, like all week.
Poops.
10. He'll be 10. And I know. So we had his birthday party this weekend. Slumber party, fun day party. And because this is what happens when your birthday's near Halloween. Your birthday, even if unintentionally, is always somehow Halloween themed. There's always some little something. And in this particular case, my husband wanted to make a very fun cake for Gavin, who doesn't like cake, by the way. So typically, he wants an ice cream cake because ice cream cakes are not really so much cake as they are ice cream. But he was inspired and did, and I have a picture of it we can show later, Chris, the litter box cake, which is indeed a cake made with cake and pudding and golden Oreo cookies that you then crumble all together in a litter box and you serve with a litter box scoop. And then you take some Tootsie Rolls and you heat them up in the microwave just until they're pliable and you make them look like poop. So we bring out this cake and my soon-to-be 10-year-old looks at it. You can see him process for a minute and then reaches right in and grabs a poop. And all of his friends are like, ah, as he pops it in his mouth.
So I shared the recipe online with a friend, and the picture looked grody.
Yeah.
You know, and you read the ingredients, and you're like, oh, right on. That's
Delicious.
I can dig that. And then you posted a picture, and your picture looked so real, it was disgusting. I mean, I literally was looking at it like, wait, did you really bring real kitty litter? Because yours looked
did a great
real
job.
good and real.
He
really
did a
real.
great job. Yeah, I was
So-
super impressed.
If you want to mess with your friends, make that kitty litter cake, and it tastes delicious.
Yeah.
And when you throw it in a cup, it ceases to look like kitty litter and just looks like somebody doesn't
It's
know how
fun
to
in a
cut
plate.
cake.
It's definitely fun in a plate. Well, and the pudding makes it clump, like clumping kitty litter.
Poo.
Like-
Right. And now, if if I'm going to take this one too far for a second, but if you throw some Chiba Chews in there and some Tootsie Rolls, we can play the cops version of which one is pot.
Right?
Is it tricked or treat?
Well, and we were thinking there's all kinds of good reasons to make a litter box cake. There really is. If your kid is a little shit, make him a litter box cake.
Right.
If you're going to the birthday party of an old shit, make him a litter box cake. I mean, there's just
The cat lady.
the creepy cat lady.
She would. I don't know. Do you think that the creepy cat lady? I don't know.
I would
any.
find it funny. I don't care if she does or not. I would find it funny.
Right. That's all that really matters.
Really.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, but that it is
was
a
fun.
fantastic, and it's easy after reading the recipe.
Super easy.
It doesn't look like there's a whole lot to it.
Super easy.
So I mean, the Oreos, green food coloring, vanilla pudding,
Couple cakes.
yeah, the German chocolate cake mix, and
So you make two cakes. You make a vanilla cake and you make a chocolate cake, and then you're going to crumble them all up. Then you make your vanilla pudding, and you mix all of that together. Put it in a clean, brand spanking new litter box,
unless you're really fucked up,
unless there's something wrong with you.
right?
And then you take about a third of you have ground up the Oreo cookies. Take about a third of them and you color them with green food coloring to look like the kitty litter, and you sprinkle that all over the top. And then you do the Tootsie Rolls.
Yep.
Now, what we would have done a little bit differently is I probably would have done twice as many Tootsie Rolls so that they were throughout the cake. We just had them kind of on top and on the box. And once you scoop it, I mean, it looks so real. It looks, whoever came up with this idea is a sick fuck.
It took
is all I can say.
it took a few to eat it
Whoa,
after
did you
watching
just
you
curse?
scoop
I
it.
did really badly because it's true.
Right, you don't do that
Actually,
very
that was
often.
a pretty proper curse.
Thank you.
Right.
I used it appropriately.
Good appropriate usage.
Thank you.
But it looked gross when you scooped it with the kitty litter scoop, and I looked in there, and it's like, aw.
It's good stuff.
So when I had it in the cup, as long as I looked away and thought about something else, it wasn't like eating kitty litter.
Right. It
But-
obviously tastes or smells nothing like kitty litter, but one of Gavin's little friends, despite the fact that he knew intellectually exactly what it was, like this is what we served them for breakfast, and then we also made a fruit cup. And so I put the cake and the fruit cup on the same plate for this little boy, and he couldn't eat the fruit. He had to have me get another plate for the fruit. It was really cute. It was really
You may
cute.
have scarred that kid for life. You
Maybe
may have
forever.
scarred several kids for life. I mean, these are the memories that we grow up with.
Well, and now
you know,
they're at
that
that
shape
age where they
us.
pretty much remember tons of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it was
I
funny.
remember that. I remember back in school,
That
somebody
crazy
brought
lady-
poop,
that crazy
and we all
lady.
ate it.
It was fun. It was really fun. But again, that's what happens when your birthday is somewhere around Halloween. It's kind of like, I guess, if your birthdays are on Christmas like mine is, that somehow you get your present wrapped in Christmas paper or whatever. So
Your birthday's on Christmas?
it's right after Christmas.
When?
It's after that. It's after Christmas.
So is mine. It's in
Is it
September.
Before New Year's?
It's after New Year's. So it's not that. It's
Is it
not
before
super close.
Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Okay, Jesus. If you were
Yes.
like, no, it's after that.
I just am not a birthday, like my birthday's not important. I mean, it's important
Is
because
it on Facebook? Like, I'll figure out when your birthday is.
okay.
Something's gonna happen.
I mean, she's
For your
a
birthday.
Capricorn. No, that would make her a Capricorn, but I'm thinking more like the 5th.
So this birthday coming up's got to be your 40th. That must be why you're so panicked. You're like, oh, you're not gonna over the hill me.
That's very sweet. I've been 40 for a while,
Well, at least a year.
at least a year,
At least.
or going on 5.
Dang.
I know I'm all kinds of middle aged.
You look good for middle age.
Thank you, Shelby. You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
I know. I don't buy that shit either, and I'm almost 40 myself. But
Yeah, me and 40 have been friends for a while. 40's not bad. I think here's what I've learned about 40. So I can't get away with cute girl stuff anymore. Like I can't go in to a place and be like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait in line. Oh, wait a second. No, I don't. If I just I can, no, I
Right,
wait in
you're,
line.
you're somebody's mom now. People are wondering if you're there to pick up their daughter who's in the bathroom throwing up.
Right.
Are you
Right.
are you Bridget's mom?
Right, exactly.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to be the mom of a 10-year-old. 10.
Give me a break. Like, well,
I know
mean,
you have older kids. I know, but I didn't start as young as you did.
Well, fuck.
I mean, you
okay.
had sperms had just been developing when you decided to use them.
Whoa.
Right?
That's probably fairly
Yeah.
true.
I mean,
My
you
first daughter was born when I was 17 or 18.
Yeah, you had just started.
I've had 'em for a good
you'd-
few years.
You'd been hormonal for a little bit.
I've been, shooting them around here and there. So,
Right.
you know. Anyways.
Anyway, so this month has been all about our favorite holiday, which of course is this Friday. Halloween on a Friday. Epic.
Right. It's going to be an awesome weekend. Just don't get in the HOV lane. Don't drink and drive. And watch out for other motherfuckers that aren't paying attention.
And you know what? Just move on from the worried about the current urban legend about cannabis laced candy and all. Just move on from that. Don't engage anyone in conversation about it.
That reminds me, if I wasn't going to California, I would give out unwrapped candy. I would go get a bunch of Dum-Dums and unwrap them. Give out, I want to do Sour Patch Kids in a Ziploc by tens. And give them out by the 10 instead of a little snack pack. And then they'll be like, what? Be like, look, those little packs that we get from the store, you get like 5. That's fucking stupid. Here's 10.
Right?
And then maybe even put a little drop of water on each of them. So they turn them in. They don't know which house they came from. I don't know. That would be fucked. But sometimes.
Only you would think of that. Well, it's gotten. I mean, we talked about that whole thing like 3 weeks ago, and now it is so crazy all over I mean, everyone is talking about infused trick or treating. It's so.
It made the news. Like the news is
All the
talking about the
news.
backlash. Like it's talking about how activists and people are hounding the Denver police for fear mongering this year.
Well,
So-
and I'm grateful for that. But it's not the Denver police that necessarily have started this. In September, the Denver Police Department reports that they started receiving phone calls from nervous parents about how are they going to be able to tell if their child's candy, trick or treat candy, is actually edibles instead.
Right, but the cops aren't doing anything.
Like,
Like, is there any message that says this is what to look for and this is what to do? I haven't seen anything. All
Yeah.
I see is fucking riddles. Like, here's 2 lollipops. Can you tell which one? Well, no. Why don't you fucking tell us what to do so we could tell our kids? I mean, us, we know what to do, but
Well, and we'll talk about that when we come back from our break a little bit, and then I do have some fun Halloween stuff. But this is just this decade's urban.
every
Myth.
year's got something.
Yeah.
You know, this year it's Ebola and
Yeah, there's gonna be.
Marijuana
Where's the
candy.
Ebola laced candy?
Right.
Is there any?
well,
Are
if
we
you
concerned
get
about that?
if you get
What about
if you get
anthrax?
two
Right,
two marijuana
right.
candies,
2 marijuanas.
2 marijuanas, you could get Ebola.
I
So,
thought 2
watch your
marijuanas
kids.
cured Ebola.
No, 3.
3 marijuanas cures Ebola. 2 marijuana makes you pregnant. No.
2 gives you Ebola. 1 can get you pregnant, or it could kill you. So that's why it's safe to inject the marijuana bong through the eye into the back of the brain.
We're going to talk about a bong after the break, too. A pumpkin bong.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that's possible?
Well, Fry made the pumpkin pipe years ago at the Marijuana Radio Show, and
But this is a
Big ol' pumpkin.
pumpkin like a
does
pumpkin.
it have water in it?
We shall soon find out.
That's what we smoked out of, though, was a pumpkin pipe, but it was called a pumpkin pipe.
I know, but that wasn't that a actual glass blown?
No, it was
is a
pumpkin.
Oh.
It tastes weird.
right?
It tastes weird because you're breathing
That's
in
right.
pumpkin.
Ooh, am I glowing?
I don't know. We're going to turn off the lights
turn
here
off the
during
lights
the
and
break,
find
and
out.
we're going to find out.
All right, we are happy Mondaying.
And we'll be right back.
The law offices of Edson, Mayton, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
I'm Gary Johnson, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio, and I want to say, talk it up, Colorado.
And we're back.
Yep.
No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not.
We might be.
Yes,
Who
we are.
knows?
Are we back?
Yeah.
We're back. I'm so good at this. Chris had to fix my costume because
I was wondering why they weren't glowing. It's like, dude, it can't be because of the lights. They should be brighter.
they're pretty cool, aren't they?
They are now.
Well, now they're extra cool. So before the break, we were talking a little bit about this season's latest urban myth around getting cannabis infused Halloween candy in your kids' pillowcase when they go trick or treating. And is that better? They kind of need to be back there a little bit better. Thank you.
It needs to be. Why are they pointed?
They can point any way we want. How would you like them to point?
North and southwest.
North and southwest, right about there. Now they're pointed north and southwest.
Sure.
They're not good. They're not good.
Well, they're both kind of going the same way.
I'm not good at this.
That's
this
all right.
Halloween thing is tricky for me.
You're just not a good devil. You're too
That's
goody
a
goody.
pun. Tricky.
Ah. I'm so funny without even trying. At least that's what Warren says all the time. So what are the key things to remember when your kid comes home from trick or treating?
Snatch their candy first.
Snatch their candy first for two. Yeah, and what are we checking for? One, Reese's peanut butter cups and Reese's peanuts and Reese's pieces. Wait a second, Shelby.
Yeah,
you're
you're
way
getting
ahead. You're on the
way
safety.
too-
I'm on greedy.
Right. You got to get the dots, the gobstoppers.
Oh God, you and I would do great with a basket of candy because
We wouldn't go after the same things.
never.
Right, like
Dots.
the Swedish fish.
Dots. Anybody else in this room think dots are disgusting?
I don't think they're disgusting, but they're definitely not my first choice.
What happens when you chew on a dot?
They stay there
It's like a
forever.
mold. It's like a tooth mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have your teeth are this much longer.
Right.
Oh my gosh, and my jaw hurts just thinking about it. Oh, no to the dots. And gobstoppers? There's no point in that. What's the point of a gobstopper?
They're everlasting.
Until you chew them.
No, you could chew them right away, but they just taste good. I mean, they're nothing like Willy Wonka's fictional creation of it never shrinks down because
What's the one that tastes like food? Like every
Jelly Bellies.
No, the Willy Wonka candy that tastes like every lick is like a different course of a meal or whatever. What was that?
The wallpaper?
Was that
no,
the wallpaper?
it was that gum. Because that was the one that
yeah.
turned the one into a blueberry.
Oh,
She
I need
got
to watch
stuck
that
on
movie.
the dessert and it inflated her.
I need to watch that movie. Okay, so Shelby's really right that the first thing that you should do is check your kids' candy to make sure that everything is commercially wrapped.
Which
And-
sucks because remember back in the day, like the popcorn balls, those things were good.
You can have those if you know where they came from. If they came from your neighbor who you feel is a safe person, absolutely eat up. If you
Right.
don't know where they came from, chuck it.
But
right?
it's just silly that we've gotten that way, and now our fears over marijuana candy are forcing us to be commercial.
No,
you have no
no,
choice
I
now but to
disagree.
be commercial.
I
You
disagree
can't
with
give
that.
out anything that you make.
I disagree. I don't think that that's what started this. I think that started a long time ago with the.
That razor blade and the candy rumor, that was all bullshit.
That's right, but I think that's where this all came from.
But it's people's fear over nothing.
Right.
You know, this whole
That's right.
giant scare. The guy that was interviewed on that one news story that I saw about it said that there was one case in 2013 of a child being admitted to the hospital for marijuana candy, and one case in 2012. One case. And all of this crazy paranoia over it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it's not like people are, it's not poison. It's, I mean, if your kid gets it and it's a 50 or 100 milligram, they're going to have a fucked up day. Like, there's no lie. They may get hot sweats. They might get sick. You know, it happens.
Right.
It's a lot to take in. But you don't, your kid's not going to die. You don't have to take him to the hospital. You don't got to freak out.
But the reality is that if a person's going to do that, which is highly unlikely, they're screwed anyway. Like that person's going to do a whole bunch of bad stuff. This has nothing to do with marijuana and everything to do with that person's mentally ill. I mean that's the reality. No one wants to dose your kids.
Right.
Unless
Well, and
unless they're
Smart
crazy.
Colorado's the main driving force behind all this.
Well, and a woman from Smart Colorado said that her kid's private school doesn't even allow them to bring like cupcakes for their kids' birthdays anymore for fear that they will be tainted. Really? Then you have some screwed up people that go to your kid's school.
right. What's this a private school for? I mean, for the criminally insane.
Right. You've got to be kidding me.
I went to a Catholic school as a kid, and that was the best day ever when your buddy, you know, same 30 kids the whole year, so you knew everybody's birthday. You're like, oh,
Right.
sweet, March 31st is his birthday, and he's rich, or his parents are rich. That means that he's bringing in fucking baller cupcakes.
Right.
You know, you look forward to it every year.
That's right. And I mean, you've got to be kidding me. I would pull my kid out of that school so fast if there was a reason that particular school banned cupcakes.
right,
I
a
would think-
legitimate reason.
Yeah, if there was a legitimate reason, I'd be like, boom, we got to go.
I mean, kids fall off the monkey bars all the time, and we're not banning
No more monkey
bars.
bars
Although they
at
did
this
take them
school.
out, did they?
No,
I'm sure
I don't
they
know.
will.
I
They
don't know.
would, though.
Maybe.
They would, though.
It'll be because of the marijuana. Yep.
It's silly. I mean,
Monkey
let's-
bars start with M, and marijuana starts with M. Heave ho to the monkey bars.
Right, I get you.
Monkey
No
bars
more
lead to-
maps.
No more maps.
No more maps.
No more moms. No more moms.
Moms can't show up. Dads,
Nope.
though.
Dads. You can only
Well,
have dads.
I don't know, because
Dabs.
dads and dabs,
Oh God.
right?
This school's got to shut down.
They're fucked because students, I mean, stoners. Fuck, dude. You're fucked. You're fucked. That school is closing. If you have a kid that goes to that school,
Peace out. Yep. So
Find a
sorry.
new school.
There's probably a public school down the street that you could send your kid to. Just saying.
right. So what I would like to see the police do, or anybody that is making such a huge fear-mongering stink, is why don't you ease people's fears and tell them what to do? Tell them what happens.
That's right.
You know,
On the off chance that your child ingests some marijuana edibles,
now
what should you do?
Now, let's just say that it happens this year, or that somebody purposely sabotages it, because that's a legitimate concern that I
Sure.
read on a site. I don't
Sure.
remember which one, and they were saying, well, what if people do it, but they're not potheads, but you know they're drunk and think,
Unlikely,
we'll
yeah.
fucking do it, and we'll show these people, and we'll get everybody in trouble. There's always that possibility.
right.
I mean,
That's
I hope
right.
not. So, please, people, don't do that.
That's right. I don't know. So for me, I know we weren't going to really have a long conversation about it, and we had a long conversation about it anyway, but I just quit it. Like, don't engage in the conversation. Don't argue with people. Just be like, that's dumb, and move on. That's
And-
what I think should happen.
and if we're
That's
gonna be-
dumb and move on. Quote me, everybody.
You're quoted.
Thank you.
And on that, for anybody that's listening, Christians for Michelle Bachmann is satire. Okay? Like, they're not seriously trying to tell you if you legitimately inject 2 marijuana bongs into your eyeball, into the back of your brain. It's a joke, people.
It's a joke, folks.
Like, look at it and don't freak out.
Right.
So,
That's
yeah,
right.
two whole marijuanas is all it takes.
That's right. That's right.
You get
And you might-
you get pregnant.
Can you imagine what that baby would look like? It's going to look like this baby. Chris, can you go to our Facebook page, please? There are some do's and don'ts, some Halloween do's and don'ts, and certainly giving people, dosing them with an edible is a don't. Don't give them something that they don't know about. Talk them through. But here's another don't. See the baby one right there? Yeah. Other things that you shouldn't do. This is one of them. Don't ever dress your baby up like a pot leaf. There's no reason for it. It is ridiculous. Would you dress your baby up like a hooker?
A beer can.
like
Well,
a
yeah,
beer,
a
like
hooker.
an
Sure. Look at the beauty pageants that the kids had. Some of these people put their
Agreed.
kids through.
But this is a Halloween this is a Halloween costume.
On that note,
On
we'll
that
get to
note.
we'll get to it.
Honey Boo Boo?
I'll forget no.
No, okay.
Have you seen the viral video that's circulating about equality for women with the little girls that are dropping the F-bomb?
Oh, I've seen that.
Ooh, it's great video, but it's drawing people's attention away from the message, which people don't pay attention anyway.
Video.
The which one?
Was it like a feminist group that put it out?
Probably. They're all dressed like little princesses, you know, and the stereotypical want to
My
be a
favorite
princess.
line- They're saying the F word. I shouldn't need a penis to get paid.
I mean, but what they're
Heck
saying
yeah.
in there is legitimate, but people are
People are
being
worried about the
driven away from the point because there's a 8-year-old that's saying fuck or penis or shit. And it's like, if that's what's getting you to listen to
That's right.
statements about women's rights and women's equality and that we don't need to rape them and we need to pay them equally, I mean, these aren't giant...
It's 2014. These are statements that shouldn't even need to be made.
Right.
That's the point.
It's fucking silly.
Right.
It's silly.
Much like putting your baby in a marijuana leaf onesie or whatever that is.
Right. That's not helping the cause.
Have you ever? I mean, that's a thing.
Well, but it's a plant and it's good. And what if marijuana saved your child's life? What if you had a 4-year-old that was having seizures and dying because of cancer and that saved?
I still don't think.
Like Landon. Like for
I
example,
don't
what
think-
if
I don't
they
think
dress
Sierra's
Landon?
gonna- I don't think Sierra's going to
she
dress
wouldn't.
up Landon.
But what if it was your saving grace?
I
That
I
shit
don't.
saved your life.
It's Halloween. It's
only
Halloween.
0 to 6 months.
Right. Thank you, Gabe. Right? It fits 0 to 6 months. This little costume. So ridiculous.
It's gonna be cute. Look at this little
Oh
baby.
my gosh.
It's a clone.
I really.
It's not a pot
like-
leaf. It's a clone.
Right? I really don't see any logical reason. Even if marijuana is super important to you, like people's religion is really important to them. You don't see them dressing their babies up like the Star of David.
Yes, you do.
There's all
Not
kinds
for
of little
Halloween, you
Jesuses.
I mean, not necessarily for Halloween, but people do some wild, crazy religious.
They do.
Stuff.
This is a bad idea to
But
do for Halloween.
I concur.
bad
Like we're
idea.
still fighting it. I mean, we wouldn't dress our kids up as a little Coke mirror or anything. You know.
Oh, that's
Right.
Just
a little,
I know that's taking it
a little
further,
wine bottle.
but
No, but
it's
you're right.
still in the rough same category because all in all, marijuana is still a Schedule 1 narcotic.
That's right.
You know, which is stupid as fuck. To
so
even
the
say.
people of Alabama really can't do it.
Right.
They're totally fucked.
Well, and I mean, obviously, it goes without saying that you wouldn't dress your kid up in as a little beer bottle or a little cigarettes, right? I mean, those are things that you would not do because that's just not okay.
Let's just say that's things you should not do because obviously they're being done.
Right. Well,
Right,
and
but
I'm
you
here. I'm here
shouldn't.
to educate. Like part of, I mean, yes, we entertain, but really, we want to educate. So I'm telling you, if you're at all on the fence about whether or not to dress your 3-month-old up as a pot leaf,
Don't do it.
don't do
It
it.
might not be the best idea. Yeah,
It's-
consider other options.
And if Jeremy is saying it's not the best idea, then you know it's
Right.
not good. You
Right.
know it's not good.
Because I'll fight for damn near anything. And even this is saying, no, don't,
now,
please.
Now, because I can't be completely and utterly negative, I have to say that's a cute baby face.
It's a very cute baby
It's
face.
a cute baby face.
Like that. I don't know if I enjoyed my hit of marijuana more looking at that
course you
adorable
did.
little baby.
Of course you did.
Because it's a baby little clone.
Because it's a baby. It's a baby, and babies are cute. But there are some other no-nos to do for that I want to people to hear. And as soon as we are back from, did you just fart? That was like
No,
the
that's the
biggest,
chair.
loudest, craziest.
I haven't farted all day. I've been burping like crazy though, which is very not normal for me.
No, you're not a burper.
No, I'm a farter.
Yeah.
Like the gas, I go one track, it goes down.
Gravity works well in your body.
Yes, ma'am.
So stay tuned, because when we come back, we are going to just give some other do's and don'ts. Heavy on the don'ts, but
Before we go though, I just want
Yes.
to one sentence. Halloween is for everyone. We'll be right back.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding, Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
And we're back.
hello.
So, what was your favorite costume? What was your favorite Halloween costume and your favorite year combination?
I got to be really honest that I don't remember any childhood Halloween costumes at all. Here's a little glimpse into my yeah. So always went out for Halloween, but I grew up in a really small town that's a retirement community. And so Halloween was fun, but it wasn't like
The thing to do?
I mean,
How could it not
we
be?
trick or treated, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I mean, my kid's neighborhood, like where we trick or treat, my kid has freaking ball. There are hundreds of people trick or treating.
See,
That's
I'd
not
like to go to your area.
Yeah, come.
Because it's not, well, I'm going to be in
You
California.
do not want to come to your area.
I know, but how often do you hear that? I want to come to your neighborhood. Well, trick or treating used to be lots heavy on the tricks, all kinds of different tricks. Tricks from the prostitutes on the corner.
A lot of gang violence,
lot of
To bullets,
alcoholism, and asking for change to indulge in it. God, I miss those days.
right.
The East Side was such a glorious place.
Sorry, my horns just are having trouble tonight. I'm having trouble. Okay, so what were we gonna say? Because I interrupted with a whole bunch of stuff.
No, that was my question. Was your favorite
Oh,
costume?
what was yours? What was yours?
I don't know.
Ooh, she deflected. That was a nice
mean-
mirror
Thank
trick.
you.
Well, like my favorite one like I used to dress up as an army guy as a kid. Like there was one
That's
year
ironic.
that I dressed, I know, because I fucking hate the military. I mean, I'm grateful that they're doing what they do, but I hate that our government uses them
Yeah.
for their own dumbass needs. But there was the year, I think it was second grade, I dressed as in the commando outfit, you know. They
You went commando for.
back in that day, it meant something different.
Okay.
It meant get to the chopper. You know, so it was like you had the military vest, had the knives and the grenades and all the cool guns and all this
Whoa.
cool stuff, you know,
Whoa.
and it was fun because I remember wearing it to school. And it was a good time because I had AK-47. All this stuff looked real back in the day, and
Yeah.
you could carry it. It was fun.
You could carry, right?
And nowadays, you know, you'd get shot, tackled, you terrorist, whatever.
Oh no! It's just not allowed.
Right? It's just
Just not allowed.
forbidden.
It's forbidden.
And then that night, it was super snowy. So, my costume. Do you need a Viagra? You don't seem like you're holding your horny together very well. And so it was a nice costume when you didn't have to wear, you know, a heavy coat underneath.
right.
So it was ruined for that night.
Oh.
So it was my favorite costume, not the best night. But the actual worst night was that time I was grounded.
Yeah,
I was
I
the
thought
Lone
about that.
Ranger. I got grounded, couldn't go out.
You must have done something really bad.
I don't know
Like,
what.
I know your mom.
Whatever it was, I didn't do it again. 'cause
Right.
I've gone out every Halloween since.
Right.
So
Right.
I learned real quick, don't fuck up around the holidays.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like that's why there's the more holidays there are where kids get presents, the less fucking up they'll do. But when they got birthday and Christmas and added
Right.
Halloween,
That's right.
which Halloween is the second largest commercial holiday in the United States.
Really?
Right behind Christmas.
Wow.
I mean, this year alone, they're saying $2.2 billion in candy sales.
Wow.
2.2
And we're not talking costumes yet.
billion. Yeah, that's just in candy sales.
Well, it's interesting. They say that you should actually buy your Halloween candy right before Halloween because it goes on sale like the day before
November
Halloween.
1st is a great day to go
Yes,
candy shopping.
absolutely.
So it's December
Absolutely.
26th.
Right?
And the longer it's there, like if there's still candy by like New Year's from Christmas, you're getting it for 75-80% off.
Are you getting anything that you want though?
Usually, yeah, like they got like the little boxes of Laffy Taffies that go down to a quarter.
God, you and your awful tasting candy.
And
Laffy
nobody
Taffies.
eats dark chocolate but me, so.
Yeah, like I'm not too big
I
on
love dark
all the
chocolate.
chocolate. Like I like all that fruity, shitty candy.
No, that's good. That's very good.
No, it's all sugar shitty. Like I like fruit, and I'm getting more into that.
No, it's
But the fruity candies are delicious. But it's still sugar and gross.
it is sugar.
What's that guy's name that does the last week tonight?
John Oliver.
John
yeah.
Oliver.
So there's a video I was watching earlier that he was doing about sugar, and wow, I mean that was an eye
Am I
opener.
going to be upset about eating that cake?
No, like
no,
it's
but you
more
got to
of-
be mindful. I mean,
when you watch this, it'll change. I mean, you're already pretty good. You know, it's not like Gavin's eating just. You've already got that, but for the rest of us, you know that
I don't know.
I drink 4 or 5 Sprites a day. You know,
I've been soda free for a while.
I get the munchies at 3 a.m, so I usually eat a half a candy bar or, you know, a bag of Skittles or some bullshit.
I like Skittles.
So.
I'm not anti-sugar. I just everything's sort of in moderation.
But that's the thing. So when you go and eat the things that you know that have sugar in it, it's every single thing else. Look at everything else that we eat. It has sugar in it.
There was a video that I watched the other day, and we are so off topic, but it's okay, where they boiled down a soda, a Coke, and then a Diet Coke or whatever, and what was left were the sugars. And from a regular can of Coke, the amount of syrupy sugar that was left, I mean, it was like goopy and it was disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me never, ever, 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 ever want any of that stuff again.
Well, it's just the same as like if you work in, or if you've ever seen in the restaurants or bars or, you know, fast food, wherever, you get carbonated water in tubes or in the canisters and then your boxes of syrup.
Yeah,
So minus the carbonated water, it's just you're drinking watered down version of that sludge.
yeah.
So it's all pretty, yeah.
and also it's not sugar. It's corn.
But it's a sugar type.
No. It's a sweetener type, but it's not a sugar type. Sugar.
High fructose corn syrup is definitely
It's a sweetener.
a form of sugar.
It's a sweetener for sure, but it's not the same graduated sugar that you get out of like out of sugar cane.
No, it's not the exact same thing. Absolutely.
Which is
not.
why the whole idea of people drinking like the real Mexican Cokes that are made with
'Cause
sugar.
they taste better. Also,
Well, anyway, you're
They do
right.
taste
You're right.
a whole lot better.
they taste a whole lot better. I mean, like even if they can make that if they can still create that goopy.
I'd be curious. We should boil one down.
I mean, you got the materials.
There used to be a bunch of them in here. I bet they've all been drinking but anyway, Halloween do's and don'ts. First of all, you're going to eat sugar. I mean, allow yourself to eat some sugar.
You got to treat yourself.
You got to.
At least 2 days a year. 3. Your birthday, Christmas, because fuck it, everybody else is, and Halloween. Because, damn it, that's for you.
Right?
Yeah.
Chris, can we go to our page again? And we got some other, I think they're other don'ts. There we go, right there. So So, for whatever reason, marijuana accessories. I mean, let's go through this list. First of all, the pot leaf hair. Like, that's unnecessary.
Oh, all the weed costumes are out of control.
These are just the accessories to the costumes.
Right, like the Rastafarian hair. I mean, that's
Yep.
kind of. I mean, I suppose
Racist?
that's racist and very stereotypical, because it's nowhere near the Rastas anymore.
Right. I mean, I just so if you're going to dress in somehow the marijuana culture, this is what your typical retail establishment will tell you need to wear.
And if-
So there's the
Don't.
leaf necklace. Check that one out.
Right.
That's unnecessary.
Right, like stoners don't do that unless they're giving them out free, and you just want some bling, and then you wear it, and then you bring it home, and you never look at it again. Like it's they're dumb.
It just hangs there, and then
dumb.
you're like, why did I bring that home? It's kind of like when you go to the parade and they throw beads at you, and you're like, yay, look at all the beads I got, and you're like, what? Unless you're at Mardi Gras, like actually in New Orleans, you don't really want beads for very long.
No.
You really don't, and you certainly don't want those. Do you? Yeah, you don't want the ones with the big pot leaf. Where are you going to wear those to? The movies? Out to dinner with your family?
I'm gonna wear it to the mall.
To the PTA meeting?
I'd
Right,
wear it to
there
the
you go.
PTA meeting just to be ironic.
As long as
Yeah.
you wear the wig with that hat.
Right. And then everyone has to look like they just stepped out of 1972.
Right. Well, it's the Cheech and Chong thing.
I've never seen 1972. Like, so I
Well,
mean,
this is what I imagine. Like, look at those glasses. Can you show the glasses one on the far left? The red-haired lady in the glasses. Nope, right next. Yeah, right next to that picture. That one. Like, what is that?
Well, that's
Right.
the typical Cheech and Chong, John Lennon, very 70s, 60s stoner hippie thing.
Right. So in order to appreciate marijuana, you have to either be a hippie, you have to be a Rasta,
or high.
or you have to be Cheech and Chong. Now, is that true? I mean, I
Well,
guess.
But
like,
the truth is that it's the everyday person. Like I could have came in here without a costume today, and you
Been
said,
like,
well,
I'm a stoner.
I'm a stoner, but I'm not. I'm just not buying into any of the commercial bullshit. But this is what modern stoner wears.
and therein lies my point. Thank you so very, very much. That I mean, I guess. I mean, ha Halloween. But we've tried so hard to move away from these stereotypes that the only people that appreciate marijuana are those three groups. That, you know, come on, don't you dare buy the green glasses. Don't do it.
Right. This is the rest of mainstream society trying to cash in on everything that we've been doing now,
Right.
and for the last umpteen years.
It's just kind of silly business.
It is, and it's going to get sillier the more the people that try to get involved that don't do it, that aren't a part of the culture,
Right.
the movement, that just don't go and smoke, because that's really all it takes to be part of the movement, you know, which it's not really a movement. It's just a
So, Georgia,
lifestyle.
Yes.
I have a question. Sorry to interrupt you, Jeremy. So I just purchased actually a medical marijuana flag. How do you feel about that?
I mean, to me, that's an entirely different concept. You're not
If you
advocating
wear
a
it as a
stereotype.
cape
Well, see, I'm gonna have somebody
with a wig and
hold
that
it up
necklace,
so I can take pictures.
well, that's the difference.
I think that's an entirely different thing. You're not propagating a stereotype. You're not kind of making fun of a culture. You are in my mind, you're appreciating a culture.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's so. But yeah, if all of a sudden it becomes a diaper and you are the medical marijuana baby, a different story.
Totally different story.
Yeah, cute,
Could it be like the Coppertone baby, but like
right?
different?
I don't know,
It
the
is a little
Michelin
cold
baby.
and it's raining, so you know it may not be appropriate for today.
Or
but
tomorrow, because it's going to be cold tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
We have one more, Chris, that I'd like to show off of our Facebook page. So you can get a giggle in the middle one. There you go. You can get a giggle out of all of these. Don't
What the
don't
fuck is
you
that?
dare ever purchase or wear that.
Why?
I don't know. It's called the weed mask.
What the fuck?
And to me, I
That
mean,
looks
I
like
guess
a monster from the movie Evil Bong.
it's horror. It's a horror mask. So I guess if you wanted to be scary marijuana,
That's what Groot should have looked like.
no.
What his
Groot's-
name was?
Groot is so cute.
Yeah, but he's like.
Gavin's
but,
gonna be Baby Groot for Halloween.
but that could be Baby Groot.
No, that's so scary to me. Look at the nose. Like, what's up with the nose? And coming out of the chin is the stem of the leaf, and
I'm still waiting for it to show up on my screen. From here, it just looks like a.
and I'm curious. So, how many leaves does a plant have? Does a marijuana plant have?
The standard one is 7,
Okay.
5. Sometimes they have 9.
Okay, so it's always an odd number. Is that indeed the stem coming out, or is that another? I mean, it's just so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Okay, just making sure.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, so that's something that we don't need to participate in. That doesn't help. First of all, you're not going to win any costume contests by being that.
No, wearing that mask makes you a dick.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Now that that's up on my screen, that's certainly.
It kind of reminds me like somebody who's gonna rob a bank or a rapist.
That'd be
go
perfect
rob
to
a
rob-
dispensary right there.
Go. Yeah. That
Yeah.
would be, instead of doing this thing or you know the
hood.
yeah. Don't just do that. Exactly.
And you could be a total
scary
tool.
pot leaf.
Yeah. Yeah. Evil pot leaf.
Like if you want to be a scary Halloween something, be a cigarette.
That's
Because
right.
They used to put scary warnings on the label. You know, if marijuana had the same backing power that the tobacco industry had, or that a lot of these other industries have, holy crap,
Holy crap.
we wouldn't have any of these problems.
Holy crap. So it is, believe it or not, time for our next break.
Holy crap!
I
it's
know,
going fast.
So when we come back, we're going to talk Happy Halloween because I'm done with being negative, and we are going to talk Happy Halloween.
Did we get more do's in there? We had Halloween do's and don'ts, and we just saw a lot of don't.
I
do
did.
this.
I was heavy on the don'ts, but we're going to come back and we'll do some do's.
All right.
Okay, we'll do lots of do's.
Good.
I do want to say
But
thank
no
you.
doo-doos.
Do let teenagers trick or treat at your house.
Do let
let grown-ups. Let anybody. If anybody comes up to your door with a bag and they say trick or treat, give them a fucking piece of candy, you stingy bastard.
but not when the light's off.
No, if the lights off, don't go to the house.
Yeah.
So there's a don't and there was a do. So that's
Sorry,
a preview.
I'm negative today, huh?
No, because sometimes we got to get that
I don't
out
know.
there.
I gotta work on. I'm usually a positive person. Gotta
Well, you
work
got
on that.
something positive to worry or to talk about now, right? Some safety nets for people, because people need a safety net. Not gonna talk about your dad.
Oh yeah, my dad. Yeah. I just had pulled this up. MMDispensaryInsurance.com. So medical marijuana dispensary.com. Definitely how to apply for your coverage. You got to know. Cuffle Collmore and Company develops insurance programs specifically designed for the marijuana industry. They are proud to be a pioneer in providing insurance for medical marijuana dispensaries and medical marijuana growing facilities. They help protect you and your business with their comprehensive insurance programs tailored especially for the marijuana industry and its unique needs. Look them up at mmdispensaryinsurance.com, and we'll be right back.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
The law offices of Edson, Maiden, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
And we're back.
Hello. Happy Monday on do you know today's the 27th of October?
It is.
I have a really, sorry to jump into something, but I have a super selfish pitch that I have to put out there.
We'll do it.
So, is anyone needing a bearded dragon baby in their life?
I'll take one.
You will? Promise?
How much do I have to pay for it?
$0.00.
Okay, I'll take one.
Wait, we
You
came up
have
with
to
a new
have
number
a
earlier.
place for it to live first before she can give it to you.
Yeah, I'll go
It's
get, like,
free
a little
90
thing.
free.
Free 90 free.
Wait, how big do they get? Not very big, right?
Yeah, right. They turn into little dinosaurs.
They are
Yeah, but how
They-
fast do they get that big?
not for a while.
Okay. 'Cause
Jessica's had one before, so she
Well,
knows how to take care of it.
I have a fish tank
Didn't
that
we
I
get-
had fish in, but my fish died.
Oh man, this dragon ain't gonna make it.
No,
No.
I switched the water and it went into shock. and
Didn't
then
we
the
get
fish
Tyler or
died.
Chris a lizard or something of some
Yeah,
kind?
Sid the gecko.
Sid, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
took care of
so
him
talk
most of the
to
time.
So she'd be good for it.
Jesse and Jessica and
Well, I'm moving back home soon.
oh,
Well,
So I'll
but
just take him with me.
okay, just one.
Yeah.
Okay, deal. He's ready whenever you are. Anybody else?
Possible.
Yeah.
I have one that's like a foot, so I have to get one that's a little bigger. That's a female.
Okay, so I won't know. We won't know. And these are boys or girls for a little while because they were just born this morning.
Okay.
Just born this morning. But Chris has a friend that wants one, huh, Chris? One or two?
We just one.
Just one. Okay, so if anybody else, Ronell,
I can't.
you don't know anybody who you couldn't ask anybody.
Actually,
I
I might
mean-
take two.
It would be
Two.
for my
Yeah.
kid, and I don't think my kid is up for a lizard.
She's pretty lizard oriented.
No,
Yeah, she.
no.
You can't. The problem is you can't like dress it up and paint its toenails and stuff. They're not down with that too much.
No. My kid is definitely not having it when it comes to something. If it's not furry, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Like
but they'll snuggle with you. They like to snuggle.
what the lizards? Yeah.
They're super social.
See, I asked my daughter if we can get a snake, and she said no. So,
What a surprise!
know.
What a surprise that your little girl didn't want a snake.
I tried to get a tarantula. My grandma was not having it.
No.
yeah, I could see that.
Well, anyway, anybody who's interested, we have bearded dragon babies. We had, when I left the house, we had 3. I think when I come home, we'll have 7. And over the next day or two, we should have 6 more. So we have plenty. We'll have plenty for everybody that wants 1 or 2. Just to put that out there.
So they give birth like
by the
mammals,
dozens?
or
No, they lay eggs, and so the
Okay,
eggs are
that's
hatching.
What I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was
So,
like,
so 1 hatched yesterday, 2 hatched this morning, 3 are coming out right now, 4 are coming out right now.
How long from her laying the eggs?
60 days.
So y'all have waited 2 months for this?
I mean, I haven't really waited so much as been annoyed.
So
Been
okay, so
annoyed.
I'm also intrigued now.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm getting deep in this. When they come out, does it look like in the movies they come out like like
No. So they pop their heads out and then they just lay there for a while and you think that they're stuck and dead. And you watch them and you watch them and you watch them because the eggs aren't like chicken egg shells where they crack open. They're sort of soft, like soft plastic.
Okay.
And so they rip a hole in it and then they're exhausted. And then all of a sudden, like you go to get a drink of water while you're watching them and you come back and their whole body's out of it.
So we're gonna go with you missed this whole process by getting drinks of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, be thirsty, my friends. Okay, so Halloween do's and don'ts. Do enjoy the events. Get into the spirit of it.
Like dress up.
Have fun.
Go trick or treating
everybody
yourself.
trick-or-treat at
Walk
your
around your
house.
neighborhood. Get to know your neighbors.
That's right.
You know,
My
say, "Hey, I
house is
live in
so
that house."
decorated. We have spider webs all over the outside of our house. We have orange lights. We have you walk onto our front porch and there's a voice that says, "Welcome to the haunted house." And then he stops for a minute and then he says, "Enter at your own risk." Every single time. So when we go out to go to school in the morning, we leave the house and it says, "Welcome to the haunt." The mailman comes every single day and says, "Welcome to," yeah. I'm sort of ready for that to go away, but other than that,
Halloween, you get to buy all the coolest shit in the stores. You get to buy fog machines. You get to buy black lights, all these different black light creations, all these.
guess
all
what I
these
bought
fun
today?
Things. What'd you get?
What?
Orange tights with bats on them.
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't know yet.
That's cool.
I don't know yet. Wear them for sure.
So, are you gonna go trick or treating?
Yes, I take Gavin trick or treating.
are you going to go
You know, I'm
trick-or-treating?
not. I don't care for candy enough that I want to take candy away from the kids who do care about candy. So I will.
So is candy just for kids?
No, not at all. No, not at all. No, not at all. I'm just saying that I don't need any for myself, so I don't feel the need to knock on a door and ask for candy.
See, it's more of like I don't really need all that candy for myself either. It's more of just wanting to do it. You know, to go out just for the act of dressing up and trick or treating because there's no reason to not. People, you know, just inherently think it's just for kids, and it's like, but it's a demon holiday ish.
Ish.
You know,
It's not. I wouldn't say it's like for kids. I mean, it's for everybody, but the trick or treating part.
but it's all geared towards
is
kids.
for sure for kids.
Well, it's not for sure geared towards kids. We let them wander around from house. It's everything that you don't let your kid do the entire year. You
Right.
say, "Oh, go ahead and do this night," you know. So it's like,
Right.
well, maybe it's not for kids because we let them wander around, go to strangers' houses, blocks away,
Take candy from strangers.
take candy from strangers. You don't know if that stranger's just going to open them up and pull them inside.
Can I
you
just?
know.
Can I have another Halloween do?
Yes,
Do absolutely trick or treat at your neighborhood fire department.
that's what you were saying.
Yep, don't forget that. The firemen always have people at the firehouse always have great candy. And for some reason, no one trick or treats there. So don't forget to go say hi to your firefighter. They'll be so excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they'll be super excited. So, and have fun and enjoy yourself and be super responsible. Like don't, unfortunately Halloween, especially this year being on a Friday, is a drinking holiday. And so there are a lot of wackadoo, crazy fun parties going on where people will be drinking all kinds of drinks with like smoke coming out of them and
Peeled grapes.
peeled grape. Oh yeah.
'Cause that's the
I'm gonna go with alcohol inside of them.
right. The
100 proof.
the vodka melon.
Right. Hush it. Oh, okay.
So, what other do's? Any other good do's? I got one.
Can I do my do
Yes,
first?
please.
Be really careful when you're driving at dusk.
Very much so.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so exciting for kids that they
They just run across the
They
street to
forget.
get to that next house. They don't
Absolutely.
care. And
Absolutely.
You're gonna feel like a dick if you run them over.
and I got to tell you, last year for Halloween, and then I'll let you say yours. Last year for Halloween, we ran into a little girl that we knew, a little third grader that we knew, who was without her family, and so depending on where you live, obviously, but if you live in a area where your kids should be supervised, keep an eyeball on them because it's dark. And I was so upset for this little girl that I went trick or treating with her until we found her parents.
Nice.
Didn't want to scare her or anything or make her feel bad, but I was like, oh yeah, we'll just trick or treat with you. We'll change our whole plans until we figure out where the hell your mom is. And then I yelled at her mom, and then we went off on our merry way.
So basically, in a nutshell, what you're saying then is to keep an eye on your kids, or to give them some sort of structured trick or treating plan, like go hit all these blocks and then come back and check in.
Yep.
That's
We go home and we dump our bags out and then
start over.
start over.
Right. Go home to a full bed of candy.
And be careful for those guys out there bag snatching. 'Cause
Do
those are
people
my-
People do that?
Oh,
I was gonna
man.
say, do people do that?
That
'Cause
was my big brother and them, and man, it was.
I would smack your big brother so hard. How dare he?
I mean, it was like that's what they did when they were like 14 or 15 years old. So the 14 and 15 years old, the high schoolers.
Get a job and buy your own bag of candy.
No,
Go trick-or-treating
it's
like
more,
everybody
It's
else.
like the 48 laws of power. Why do the work when you can have somebody do it for you? You know what I'm saying? Like you just
Right.
you hit every house, and then I just get your bag at the end of the block, and we just call that done and done.
Well, and I guess if you dress up as a bank robber or something, you're just fulfilling the role.
That's right.
You know.
All right, do you have any more dues to
Yeah,
leave
the
us with?
the do is if you're gonna give out candy, make it fun for the kids too. Like when they come to the door, have your lights off, maybe a strobe light or something, and get into some kind of character. Dress up. You know.
We have a neighbor that puts a child gate in front of their door, has their door open, their whole house is dark, and then they have when you trip the sound thing or whatever, when you get on their porch, they come out and they don't say anything, and they're just dressed as witches and stuff, and they say nothing to you, and they just come out and give you candy and like disappear back in their house. It's so awesome. I love Halloween. I love it.
See, and I like to do that. I mean, one year I had strobe lights set up on the porch. My fog machines had lasers bouncing around. Like, it was pretty intense.
That sounds good.
One year I sat on the front porch on the bench with leaves all over me and in my sleeves. And so I looked in a mask on, you know, and make yourself in a weird position so you kind of look dead. And then when the kids walk up, they'll just stare at you the whole time. Like, is that going to do anything? And then when you don't and they get candy, they forget. And then you can, rah, you little fuckers. And they're just, gone. Like, have fun. It's Halloween and trick-or-treating.
And we've loved October, Halloween month. We're looking forward to November.
I don't know if we came up with a name for it yet. You two shut the fuck up.
I know. But we are going to be...
Noisy November. It's not, but right? We're going to call it that for just right now.
We have the next 2 weeks, we're going to be dark because Jeremy and I will not be here. But watch reruns, watch other shows on iCannabis Radio, like The Adam Dunn Show, which is on Wednesdays from 11:30 to 1:30, and of course the Hemp Connoisseur magazine from 4 to 5 on Thursdays. And you can watch all of our archived shows as well.
Absolutely.
Thank our sponsors, Cuffle Collimore and Company, Edson Maton and Mats, Run on Grass, Medical Marijuana of the Rockies, and... Gosh, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
I'd like to thank the earth and trees and plants for providing oxygen. So
thank you to the earth.
Throw that out there.
Thank you, Mother Nature.
And then tell everybody stay out of the fast lane if you're not going to drive fast. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.